I was the youngest of three boys and I was born and raised on the block. We had some early challenges in life. At a very, very young age, I lost my mum. My father didn't have the skills to step in and be the best dad at that time, and he had his own issues. It was very, very hard as a child growing up in that community with no sort of funds, no money, no resources. Not long after losing my mum, my father was found hanging in a car park. When I lost my mum and dad and I was taken from my community, I was taken to a new school that couldn't accommodate me. I was in year 3, housed in the kindergarten room. I'd go onto the playground and I get teased because I'm an Aboriginal kid from Redfern who should be in year 3, but I'm in the kindergarten room. No one can understand how that made me feel and how I got like bullied, and I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be black anymore. I didn't want to be from Redfern. I didn't want to be myself. Then as I started getting older, my levels of concentration were diminishing because my trauma was going untreated. Not understanding that I'm tired in the classroom because I'm up all night having nightmares because my mum's not here to comfort me. Then I'd go to the principal. Then I'd get in trouble at home. Then I'd just fucking say, you know what, like no one cares. Not one person's asking what's going on for me, but they're all telling me what I should be doing and what I shouldn't be doing. And that's how the school failed me, and they fail a lot of young people, not understanding we don't all have the same home. We don't all have the same mum and dad. We don't all have the same resources and the same support mechanisms.
The school to prison pipeline is where the students or whoever's attending school get into trouble at school, and sometimes that's because of their behaviour, sometimes they've got stuff going on at home, sometimes it's their own trauma, and then they're sent home, often for long suspensions, which could be up to 21 days. And then once they're at home, if their parents work or if homes are not a safe place for them, they're sort of displaced back onto the street. They come to the attention of police, and then once they come to the attention of police, there goes their involvement with the criminal justice system. We know that kids who have juvenile justice involvement are more likely to have also adult justice involvement as well.
Police do target Aboriginal children. They're vulnerable, they don't know the law.
My first experience in the criminal justice system was at 14. I've got my criminal record at home, all 3 or 4 boxes of them. I was charged for stealing from a motor vehicle, and because of the lack of stability in my life, I wasn't able to show up at court. So I got remanded into custody and now being handed over and being strip searched by 2 grown men who have no thought or concept of what's going on in my 14-year-old mind. And then to be thrown into a cell all by myself, I was very, very vulnerable. I don't know what people think happens in youth detention centres, but it's not camp. You know, we all, at that time, had hopes of a life better than the one that was given to us. Dreaming of, getting older, having our own home, having our own family, and not being poor anymore. Not once did it occur to me that it is possible that me or one of my friends will lose their life on the streets that we played on as kids.